Hi there. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Spiritual Scientist. I'm Victor. Thanks for checking me out. I am driving again to work and felt like making another video. So, in my last video, I talked about how there's 85,000 children, basically women and children, mostly children, missing from the crossing over the border. And what's happening is that they're being assigned to some random home that people volunteered, said, yeah, I'll take those children. Are they doing background checks on the people that are getting the children? No. Are they following up with the children on their welfare? No, they're just kind of giving them to people, which is so crazy. And it just bothered me so much when I heard about this on the news that I had to talk about it the other day. Now we have Paris Hilton that came out last night in the news, and she's saying that she was molested at her very posh and expensive boarding school that she went to. And she was molested, so she has to come out into public now, which is many years later. And I don't want to minimize whatever pain or anguish or anything that she's been through, but she says that this is a real issue, and so they're going to push forward legislation for boarding schools and things like that to do more monitoring and data collection. So they're collecting data, and they're going to collect more data about your children and what you're doing, sending your children to these schools and doing more, I guess, background checks on these schools, so they can stop the molestation of children. Okay, so that is just like so crazy to me that she has all this money. Okay, she has the Hilton fortune, and she just comes out and says, yeah, I got listen, I'm sure maybe in one part of her brain she thinks she's doing a good thing. But to me, it's like, what about the 85,000 children that have gone missing? Okay, I understand some young people are going to these posh schools, and I'm saying that this is super wealthy schools, and maybe they are not molested. That's horrible. But what about these 85,000 and worldwide? What about all these sex trafficking going on in real time right now, which really makes me angry? So I just had to say that, like it just seems that that is all constructed, that this is kind of a vent to let go some of that anger that maybe people feel in the collective consciousness, saying, hey, we got to stop this with the children. And then they do this little small thing for more data collection from the government, for more data collection. Not that they don't have data collection already going on and monitoring everything, but now this is even more about your children. Anyway, it doesn't sound good to me. That's part of what I wanted to talk about. The other thing is talking about, as I always kind of talk about a little bit, is higher dimensional things. And I thought I'd come up with a kind of a quiz about higher dimensional subjects so you could see something. And they say that you can't show someone from a lower dimensional thing, you can't show them a higher dimensional thing, it won't make sense. But there's a part of me, I guess, that enjoys doing this. So I'm going to give you a small little quiz, and then I'm going to end this video. So really, we need to save the children again and stop this. So it's really annoying. But here we go. So the Northern Lights, the Aurora Borealis. They call it the Northern Lights, not the Midwestern Lights or the Southern Lights. So I'd like to mention that as of a few weeks ago, it was in Colorado. And let's see, that was in Colorado. And all the ones in Colorado have only been there, let's say, once or twice. So we have all the ones in Colorado have been there once. Now they're saying it's been there, oh yeah, more than once. And we had the Northern Lights all the way down to New Orleans. That's been to New Orleans. Everybody knows that New Orleans. So let's do a little quiz. So to say, where have the Northern Lights been? So A, Northern Lights have always been down to Texas, and which was in Texas about a week ago. Always have been going down to Texas. That's normal, and it's part of the 22-year cycle for the sun, which is totally normal. Let's say that's A. Let's do B. B would be, gee, that's kind of strange. I heard that it went down to Texas. I didn't know about Colorado, or I heard about it, but I guess that's kind of normal. So that would be B. C would be, yeah, I know that these Northern Lights aren't really Northern Lights, and they come down to the south all the time. It has to do with the magnetic field, and that's science. So science says that it's always coming down to the south, and that's just normal. And let's go to D, and I'll make this completely different. And D would be, this is crazy. How could the Northern Lights be in the south and going all the way down south? And what do you mean? It's been a thing now throughout time that the Northern Lights are coming more in the south. And now in history, we're seeing that unfold more and more, that the Northern Lights have always been going towards the south. This is crazy. It makes no sense what's going on. So A, B, C, or D, where do you fall? And I basically did this totally random, but let me know what you think in the comments. I guess A would be, as it goes down the list, A would be completely, normal. All these kind of things are normal, nothing crazy about it. Nothing to do with maybe the pole shifting or anything else. It's just part of the sunspot that always kind of happens every 22 years or 11 years, or maybe it was 10 years and I just got it wrong. Or when does the sun do its thing? Oh no, it's 11 years. So I'm exaggerating, and that's really what's going on. So it's, instead of 11 years, they're saying 22 years. No, it's 22 years. Foolish. Anyway, let me know what you think in a comment. Have you always heard about the Aurora Borealis always happening in down south, or is this a new thing for you, basically? Let me know what you think. Hope you're having a great day. Stay positive out there. Like, subscribe, share. Have a great day. Bye-bye.